Hello everyone, good morning, Miss Nuril and friends of Binus University. My name Adam Omni Firoz, LA 080, NIM 250197461. Study Business Process Fundamental Season 23 or 24. Define and process intake, the fulfillment, procurement, and production process. Describe the step in fully intake end-to-end intake process. Explain how interface system support end-to-end intake process. The fulfillment process initial step: review inventory of finished goods. The production process initial step: review inventory of raw material. The procurement process: the production process resume. The fulfillment process resume. The intake process begins with the first step of the fulfillment process. A customer submits an inquiry. The company responds with a question. The customer then sends a purchase order. We now have an additional step in our intake process, namely a decision point to determine whether the warehouse has sufficient finished goods to fulfill the sales order. In a manual environment, someone will physically check the warehouse to determine if there were a sufficient number of finished goods. When using enterprise system, however, there are several ways to determine inventory status. The simplest method is to enter an inventory report from the interface system. Your trace mechanism is to request a stock recruitment list. Because the discrete number is not available, company must produce them to fulfill the sales order. The production process begins with a request for production in the form of planned order. The planned order can be created by anyone in the organization. How we wish to initiate the production process. Planned order are then reviewed by the production control, and if approved, production is authorized via production order. The next step is to see raw material to the production order, must first verify their availability. Therefore, a decision point is needed to verify that company has sufficient raw material in-house to complete the product order. As with gold, several methods available to access the inventory of raw material in the recruitment process. The warehouse staff basically observes that the inventory of raw material is low, and he initiated the procurement process in the warehouse. The warehouse staff logged in the enterprise system and enter an inventory report of all the material needed to manufacture the product. Alternative, the value he reserve a stock recruitment list for this material. This purpose requisition decrease. A purpose or order is created and to suitable vendor. Goods are received in inventory and invoice is received and payment is made on the shipment from the vendor is received in the warehouse. An inventory report will reveal that raw material are available and the production process can be resumed. The production staff responsibility to check inventory periodically, perhaps as morning, when the observes that a new shipment has been received, to return to the warehouse to obtain the needed materials. Once he does this, the production process continues until the finished goods are received in the warehouse. Alternatively, warehouse staff can periodically check inventory and notify production staff that he can now access the raw material he needs to continue the production process. Finally, in highly automated process, the enterprise system can be configured to notify the appropriate person when the needed material are available. Once the production process has been completed and the products are in finished good inventory, the entry process return to the decision point labeled sufficient finished good. At this point, the fulfillment process can continue because there is no sufficient inventory of the complete products to fulfill the customer order. English, the entry process contains very daily sub-process such as recruitment, onboarding, positioning new employees in the company, career planning, performance management, and offboarding transitioning employees out of the company. The company must recruit, maintain, and eventually dispose of assets such as machinery, computer, office furniture, and transportation. Recruitment asset management includes activity related to procuring assets, maintaining and repairing repairing assets, accounting for the description of assets, and eventually disposing of repossession or rising assets. Supply chain management, supplier relationship management, product life cycle management, customer relationship management, receiving a customer inquiry, create inquisition, review a customer purpose order, create a sales order, review the inventory of finished goods, create a planned order, convert a planned order to a production order, review the inventory of raw material, create a purpose acquisition of a number of raw materials, convert the requisition to a purpose order, receive goods from the vendor, enter a vendor invoice in the system, record a payment to the vendor, review the inventory of a raw material, return to step A, but each time follow a different path in the process. Insert material to the production order, confirm the production of the finished good, move the finished material to inventory, review the inventory of finished good, return to step 5, but this time for a different path in the process. First, the shipment, pick and pack, send the shipment post good in C, create a customer invoice, receive a customer payment.